friends, we have no time to waste. It is time to jump right in and see what we have for our May 2024 Etsy launch. So what we've got with this launch is some new and some old. This will make sense in just a second. Friends that have been here for a while know that my very first Etsy shop just had digital download, digital products available. I didn't sell anything physical. Well, I went back through and I was looking at all of my old stuff and I said, you know what, I should really make some of these available in a physical collection. So if someone wants it digital download, they can still get it. But if also someone wants a hard copy, they can have that as well. So that's what I'm going to be working on the next couple of months, is releasing some of my old digital only things like challenges and stuff like that available to you guys in a hard copy. The first one that we have is going to be the Here's to You Dad challenge. Now clearly I am releasing this one right now because Father's Day is coming up. I did miss Mother's Day. I feel like it would be silly for me to release something right now, but it's still time for Father's Day. This can be for Father's Day, it can be for birthday, anything for a dad. That's why it just says Here's to You Dad, is because it's just for the dad in your life. So we have the bow ties. This one is totally customizable to you and your budget. You can set the bow tie to whatever you want it to be able to reach the total amount that you want to save. So again, this one was available only for digital download up until now. Now we are releasing hard copies of it. This one is going to be for $3.50 in the shop. Then we have my envelope trackers. So I have in the shop right now 25 envelope, 50 envelope, and 100 envelope savings challenge trackers. Now, it doesn't come with anything like an envelope with it. It is just the tracker, but it's a cute tracker to stick with your challenge, so you can pop it in that envelope and keep up with how much you're saving. So this is the 25 envelope tracker. This is the 50 envelope tracker. And then this one is the 100 envelope tracker, just to keep up with which envelopes that you've done or how much you've saved. That number, you can just mark it off. So this is the next new/old bit that's going to be in the shop. Each one of these is available for $3.50. They are not going to be sold as a bundle. They're just the individual challenges. Then we have our envelope trackers. So we have two different options here. We have a black and white, and then we have a colorful like flower version. I super love this one. So they're exactly the same, just a little bit of a different font situation. You've got your category, so whatever your envelope is, your starting balance, and then your date, description of what it is that you bought or added to. Are you adding to the envelope or are you taking away? And then the remaining balance after that. So these are not going to be hole punch. These just slide right into the envelope that you are going to be putting this tracker with. So we have the two different options here. They are not a bundle, sold separately. Each one is available for $3.50. Next up, we have our no spend trackers in A6 and A7 size. I used this one in my wallet for the longest time. I need to get back into that. Life has just been so crazy. So that is a plan for me, but you can make this a challenge if you want to. I know a lot of people do. I never did, but it would be a fun challenge to do. It's definitely reusable. It is laminated and it is on cardstock. So you just put your month, of course, right there. You put your dates and then spend whatever symbol you want for spend, and then whatever symbol you want for no spend, and you would just mark the day, and then you put your rules on the bottom. My rules were always just necessities, no wants. And so at the end of the month, if you want to tally up how many ever spend versus no spend days that you had, and then save that money for your own little personal spending envelope, totally up to you. I never did that, but again, I know so many people do, and it's a fun way to save money that way. So these are our colorful no spending trackers for your wallet. And then of course I'm going to have black and white as well. Same exact setup, just in a black and white version. Your month, you put your days, your spend and no spend symbols, your rules, and then you just mark it as you go out throughout the month. Make it a savings challenge or not, whatever is best for you, just to track your spending. I just liked to track my spending and see what days I was spending, if I could notice a pattern versus days that I wasn't spending. How many days did it equal out? Did I have one more than the other? That's why I liked to do it. So these are the no spending trackers. Then we have our spending tracker. Of course, if we're going to have a no spend tracker, we're going to have a spending tracker. These are very, very basic. So for me, I love all the spending trackers out there. It just got too much for me to like write down the category and all that jazz. So I just made my own, and I just liked to keep up with how much I was spending a month, not necessarily out of one specific category, just monthly as a whole, so that's why I did it like this. You could always, for the place category, if you want to put like what envelope you were spending out of, you could put like wherever you spent / the envelope that you spent out of, if you want to do it like that. But again, I just liked it real simple. Just wanted to see how much I was spending per month. So of course you've got your date, your place, and the amount that you spend. I added it up at the end of each month just to see what my total was. Of course we have the A6 version and the A7 for your wallets. Both super cute. I loved this plaid. I think it kind of goes throughout the whole year. Can be spring, can be fall. I love it. So this is the spending trackers. Then we have the cash breakdown sheet. If you've seen any of my budgeting videos, you've probably seen me use this. It is just a bigger version of the cash breakdown that many people have that is absolutely wonderful and gorgeous. I just like to be able to have more of a space to write it out and tally it up and all that jazz. It is front and back. This is separate from the teller slip. This is not what I take to the bank to give to my tellers. This is just the cash breakdown for me to see what denominations I need in which category so I can keep up with it when I'm doing my cash stuffings, if that makes sense. So this is going to be available in the shop for $5 front and back, and these are going to be available in the shop. The A6 sizes are going to be $4. The A7 sizes are going to be $3. So $5, $4 for the A6, $3 for the A7. Okay, moving on to our brand new stuff. Super excited about this stuff to show you guys. It's not a whole lot that I'm releasing this time because I'm still working on a lot of the pre-orders, but I did want to bring some new stuff to you guys. I was inspired by some scratch-offs this time, so let me show you what I've got. We've got a Ladybug cardstock, just a simple little scratch off challenge. This is going to be a low denomination challenge, nothing in the double digits, so it's going to be 9 and below, and you're going to save $30 with our little Ladybug scratch off. Then we have our little frog in a flower bed challenge. I am so excited about how this turned out. Oh, I'm so pumped. So we have our little frog here. He is catching the bugs in the flower bed. So this one is going to be available for $3.75. This one is going to be available for $3.50. This is also a low denomination savings challenge. This one is going to be 5 and below. You're going to save a total of $23 here, and ooh, I'm so pumped about this one. I think it turned out exactly like I had pictured it in my head. Scott really liked it too. He was like, this one is really cool. So again, our 2 new scratch offs, $3.75, $3.50 in the shop. And then, you guys, I have a lot of like savings challenge books to show y'all. So I'm going to start with the one that I have been working on the longest. When I tell you that I've been working on this one since I think October of last year, I'm not kidding. So we have a little mini composition book envelope savings challenge. It took me forever to like get these right, to get them hole punched right. Y'all, like, I'm just like teaching myself all this. I'm not a professional. So it did take me a while, but we have a cute little composition book, and I just like, oh, I'm so excited about how it finally turned out. I worked so hard on this one and just couldn't get it right. Finally got it, and it is ready to be released to the world. So this is going to be available in the shop for $35. So it is a envelope challenge, so like 1 through $20. It is going to be a total of $210 saved. I was going to wait and release it like closer to back to school, like closer to August, but then I was like, well, people need to be able to save the money first though to be able to buy the back to school products. So I was like, let's go ahead and do it now. So we have the envelopes on like the notebook paper 1 through 20. You just save the number on the envelope or add those numbers up together. So this one would be 8, this one would be 9, this would be 10, so on and so on. And you just fold them and stick them in the envelope like this. And then to keep everything solid and together, you just pop this little bright neon hair tie around it, and it keeps it all secure together. So, oh, I hope you like it. I think I'm most excited and proud of this one. I don't know. I kind of love all of these books that I did, but this one did definitely take me the longest, and I'm so pleased with how it turned out. Next up, we have the Field of Flowers Vellum Matte Laminate Low and High Denomination Scratch Off Savings Challenges. So I have 6 available of these. We have 3 low denomination and 3 high denomination. So the low denomination is going to be 9 and below, and the high denomination can range from $1 to $20. These are going to be available in the shop for $45. And let me just flip through and show you guys. I'm so in love with how this turned out. So of course you're going to scratch off the little scratch offs clearly, and then save that amount in each of the envelopes. So this is what they look like. There are 10 envelopes total. It is a mystery savings challenge for the low denomination and the high denomination. I only have 3 of each made up. And I'm just so, I think they turned out so pretty. I'm so pleased with these. If I can flip and show you the last one. So this is the Field of Flowers. This one was inspired by our house, kind of. We have like this weird, like little grass patch in front of our house. It's like and connected, it's separate from the yard because of the sidewalk and the walkway. And so Scott and I were like, what can we do with this just weird little patch? So we bought boxes and boxes of wildflower seeds, and we just scattered them all throughout this patch and have been watering it and watching it like a hawk to hopefully have just a little baby tiny field of flowers there right in front of our house, like super low maintenance, not anything big. But I was like, that would be such a cool little challenge, just a field of flowers, and you just save whatever is on the envelope. So that's how I came up with this challenge. Again, there is a low denomination and a high denomination option. Hope you guys like it. This one I am obsessed with. It says, who's saving 1K? It's gonna be May. I had to release this one in May, of course. I just love these colors, and I love how this turned out. It is a tie-dye 1K 15 envelope savings challenge. So you will see as we are flipping through. So this one's 20, this one is 40, then we have several $60. This may seem a little bit intimidating and a lot like, hey Taylor, that is a super high denomination savings challenge, and I totally see and understand that and where you could get that. However, you guys know how I've been doing my important dates box. Just pick one envelope. You can put like a little paper clip or a little slip in there to show what envelope that you're focusing on, and save up that amount in that envelope a little bit at a time. If you can only stuff a few dollars, $5, $10, whatever it is, but focus on that one envelope and then move on to the next. You can do it however is best for you and your budget. So we have lots of $60 and then I think 4 $100 envelopes. Again, don't feel like you have to save all of it at one time. Slowly but surely, little by little, add to each envelope until you have a total of $1,000 saved. I love this so much. This one is going to be available in the shop for a total of $40. I have 4 of these total. The processing time is going to be a little bit longer on this book, this envelope savings challenge book, because I do have them all made up all together. I just haven't put the vinyl on each one of these envelopes just yet. So that is just going to take me a little bit longer to where all of the other stuff I have like ready made up, ready to be shipped out. So just notice that and know that if you get this, the processing time is just a couple of days longer. I think instead of it being 5 to 7 days, I did 1 to 2 weeks. Don't anticipate it taking me that long. However, I just wanted to give myself a little bit of wiggle room. So that is it, you guys. That is our May Etsy launch. Some new, some old. Hope you like everything. Let me know in the comments below. I have just been so pumped and so excited to get this stuff out to you guys. I've been working so hard on all of the pre-orders and then trying to do some new stuff. So I'm just super anxious and excited to know what you guys think. Of course, you guys know I value y'all's opinion so much. So definitely let me know. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me and spending this time with me today while I show you what we're bringing to the Etsy shop this time. You guys are fantastic and fabulous and wonderful, and you're doing it. Don't forget you're doing great things always. I'll see you next time, friends. Bye, guys.